Creating bonsai art is a practice that intricately weaves together horticulture, aesthetics, and philosophy, with a deep emphasis on the use of space, or what is known as ma in Japanese. Bonsai involves cultivating miniature trees that mimic the shape and scale of full-size trees, capturing the essence of nature in a confined space. The use of space in bonsai is not merely about the physical constraints of the container, but also about the balance, harmony, and dynamic interplay between the tree and its environment. To fully appreciate the nature of using space in bonsai art, it is essential to explore its historical background, aesthetic principles, techniques, and philosophical underpinnings. The aesthetics of bonsai are guided by several key principles, all of which involve a nuanced understanding and manipulation of space. A bonsai must exhibit a harmonious balance between its various elements. This includes the proportion of the tree to its pot, the arrangement of branches, and the distribution of foliage. Achieving this balance requires careful consideration of negative space, the empty spaces around and within the tree, to ensure that the overall composition is pleasing and evokes a sense of natural beauty. Unlike Western aesthetics, which often favor symmetry, bonsai embraces asymmetry. This principle reflects the natural world's inherent irregularities and creates a dynamic, visually engaging composition. The use of space in asymmetrical designs draws the viewer's eye across different parts of the bonsai, creating a sense of movement and depth. Creating a sense of depth and perspective in a bonsai composition involves strategic use of space. Techniques such as placing foliage around key features in a picture frame-like manner or covering floors with those same branches can draw the viewer's eye and make the tree appear more three-dimensional and lifelike. Bonsai artists employ various techniques to manipulate space and achieve the desired aesthetic effects. Pruning is essential for maintaining the tree's shape and encouraging the growth of new branches and foliage. By selectively removing certain branches and leaves, the artist creates negative space that enhances the tree's overall structure and highlights its key features. Wiring involves wrapping copper or aluminium wire around branches and trunks to shape them over time. This technique allows the artist to control the direction of growth and create intricate designs that maximize the use of space. Wiring can help create curves, bends, and other forms that contribute to the tree's aesthetic appeal and spatial arrangement. The choice of pot is also crucial in bonsai art. The pot should complement the tree's size, shape, and style, enhancing its overall aesthetic. The space within the pot must be carefully considered to ensure that the tree's roots have enough room to grow while maintaining the desired proportions. And the tree's position within said container can dictate directionality, flow, and movement. The use of space in bonsai art is deeply intertwined with Japanese philosophical concepts, particularly those derived from Shintoism and Zen Buddhism. The philosophy of wabishabi celebrates the beauty of imperfection, transience, and the natural cycle of growth and decay. In bonsai, Wabi-sabi is reflected in the artist's appreciation of the tree's unique characteristics, including its irregularities and the empty spaces that give it character. Perhaps the most salient principle in Japanese aesthetics as he applied to bonsai art is the concept of ma. As discussed earlier, ma refers to the space or interval between objects. In bonsai, ma is the empty space that allows the tree to breathe and be appreciated in its entirety. It is what creates movement, directionality, dynamic tension, and harmonious balance within a tree. This concept also encourages mindfulness and contemplation, inviting viewers to engage with the bonsai on a deeper level, beyond simply its outward appearance. Ma is a profound and multifaceted concept in Japanese culture that refers to the space or interval between things. While the term can be literally translated to gap, space, or pause, its connotations extend far beyond these simple definitions. Ma encapsulates an aesthetic, philosophical, and practical understanding of space and time, emphasizing the importance of what is not present as much as what is. To grasp the depth of ma, it's essential to explore its implications across various domains, including traditional arts, architecture, interpersonal communication, and modern interpretations. The concept of ma is deeply rooted in traditional Japanese aesthetics and philosophy. It is influenced by Shinto, the indigenous spirituality of Japan, which reveres the natural world and emphasizes the presence of kami, or spirits, in both animate and inanimate objects. In this worldview, empty spaces are not voids but are filled with potential and spiritual presence. Buddhism, which arrived in Japan from China via Korea, also contributed to the understanding of ma. Zen Buddhism in particular values the idea of emptiness and the significance of the space between objects. This philosophical perspective views emptiness not as a lack, but as a space full of possibilities, where the absence of clutter allows for a deeper understanding and appreciation of existence. In traditional Japanese arts, ma plays a crucial role in creating balance, rhythm, and harmony. In Ikebana, the arrangement of flowers is not just about the flowers themselves, but also about the space between them. The empty spaces, or ma, enhance the beauty and meaning of the arrangement, allowing each element to breathe and be appreciated individually and as part of the whole. Japanese calligraphy emphasizes the balance between the ink and the blank spaces on the paper. The strokes are designed to interact with the empty space, creating a composition where ma is as significant as the lines themselves. The spaces around the characters contribute to the overall aesthetic and meaning. Japanese architecture and design are renowned for their minimalism and use of space, both of which are deeply informed by ma. In traditional Japanese houses, sliding doors, fusuma, and paper screens, shoji, create flexible spaces that can be opened or closed, creating dynamic and changing ma. The interplay of interior and exterior spaces, such as gardens visible through a window, also exemplifies ma, where the framed view becomes part of the living space. architects like Tadao Ando incorporate Ma into their designs by emphasizing simplicity, natural light, and the relationship between the built environment and its surroundings. Ando's use of concrete and glass, along with open spaces and courtyards, creates a sense of Ma that invites contemplation and engagement with the environment. In Japanese communication, Ma signifies the importance of silence and pauses. Unlike in many Western cultures, where conversational gaps might be seen as awkward, in Japan, these pauses are integral to communication. They provide a moment for reflection, consideration, and respect for the other person's words. This reflective pause allows for deeper understanding and prevents the rush to fill every moment with speech.
There is a concept called Ma. Ma means empty or distance or blankness. So if you, when you see Japanese no theater with Japanese music, there's plenty of Ma, plenty of silence. Even in a daily conversation within Japanese, there are lots of Ma. I always sense the difference between that kind of sense of time of Japanese and the Westerners, especially Americans. In conversation with American people, you need to keep talking. So I think people have a kind of feel a little afraid of having Ma between my talk and your talk. But somehow Japanese people have a sense to enjoy that kind of blankness. That kind of notion reflects in every aspect of Japanese, especially traditional.
Ma is a uniquely Japanese concept that highlights the significance of space, interval, and the unseen. It transcends mere emptiness, embodying potential, presence, and balance. Whether in traditional arts, architecture, interpersonal communication, or bonsai art, Ma invites a deeper appreciation of the spaces in between, encouraging a mindfulness and attentiveness that enriches both individual experience and collective culture. Through Ma, the Japanese demonstrate that what is not there can be just as powerful, meaningful, and beautiful as what is.
So in my attempt to better understand these ideas of negative space and positive space, not only within Japanese art, but more specifically as it relates to bonsai art and design, I'm heading down to my old alma mater today down in Osaka, Fujikawa Kouka-en Nursery, to speak with Fujikawa-san and the apprentices there today about their understanding of these concepts as applied directly to bonsai. So this should be an interesting discussion. Looking forward to speaking to those guys. So let's make the journey down south to Osaka.
This is really a hard topic to talk about. It's like I understand these things, like working on the trees every day, but I don't put it into words all that often.
Gotta get into the flow. We should just have a conversation with the camera on sometime. But